little bit of family, a little bit of love, and a little bit of football live in Miami. It's Mark Sanchez and Adam Ray, Fourth and Forever, live on location.
On location, 2 times in a row, baby.
Dude, I love it.
I love traveling with you.
It's the best, dude, because, look.
Even if we get separate beds, we could just push them together.
Dude, I haven't done that for. Did you ever make forts out of your couch as a kid?
Always.
Right?
Always.
Pushing like couches together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Blankets over everything.
Do kids still do that?
Probably not. They're probably gaming.
You have to have a kid
gaming.
or have a niece or a nephew to ask. You can't just go to a school and be like, do you guys make forts with your couches?
Yeah, we're on construction site location, which is cool, too.
That is why, that wasn't just the world's largest vibrator in the background. Or maybe it was. It's Miami, baby.
Sorry.
We are where the Super Bowl is. What's that? That's the other thing about a construction site. There's always somebody you feel like is talking to you that's not. Like, and you're like, can we do that? Oh, you weren't talking to me?
Not me?
What's your first impression of Miami as a city to host the game?
Oh, I think they do it right.
Yeah.
The only issue is the traffic. The traffic is tough because you got to get to South Beach for a lot of stuff. So the 2-lane highway back and forth is, you're trying to look on Waze, like, okay, which causeway is going to be the one?
Yeah, even Waze is like, fuck that, dude.
The other night we went to an event. I'm dead serious. It's right in front of the terminal where you take off for all the cruise lines.
Yeah.
So we're going to Terminal J for this event. The earthquake that happened in Cuba or wherever it was in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Stops a train, and the train stops right in front of the intersection that we need to get to the event. So we're backed up in traffic. We're like, what's going on? So we get out and start walking, and there's police there, sirens going off, trains just in the middle of the road.
Holy shit.
And then we're looking at the venue we got to get to, and there's this big train. So we got to walk all the way around where the train stops. The lady's calling us like, where are you guys? Scotty's like, well, we have a pretty good excuse, I think.
Earthquake kind of derailed us.
Yeah, it was wild.
Do you like to participate in all the? I know you got, you're pretty booked up with press and stuff, and I got a lot of shit to do too here. So, but do you like seeing old familiar faces? Do you like doing the press? Do you like doing the parties and making appearances?
You know what's nice is you get to see a lot of people you haven't seen in a while, especially me, because I haven't been out to Super Bowls in a while. Been invited to do like media stuff or appearance type stuff, and just haven't, because I've been in, I don't know, the last like 5 years of my career, I kind of did like the cocoon thing and did less and didn't do as much media. So this has been an opportunity to.
It's cool, right?
It's been therapeutic, Adam. Thank you.
It's also really.
I could lay on the couch and you could just ask me questions.
This does look like a therapy couch, by the way.
Or casting couch.
Or a casting.
Have you seen that meme though? That's really funny.
What?
Of the girl on the couch and the guy screenshots it, sends it to his buddies, and says, "Hey, my girlfriend just sent me a picture of her at her audition today.
Yeah.
For her new job. So sweet. Good luck, honey."
Oh my God. Do you think people get more, like we were at the Pro Bowl last week, is it more, it's obviously a looser vibe there than the Super Bowl, at least for players.
Sure.
But the people that are coming to hang, is it more fun? Like, is it, I feel like there's a more diverse collection of superstars here than the Pro Bowl.
I think one of the things, talking with other players that have actually been in this game, and I know just from playoff games, but this game, like, dude, it could be your only shot at the Super Bowl, right? So tickets, dude, you got to buy tickets for everybody.
Oh, they don't even give you.
Oh, I think you get a handful of tickets for the Super Bowl, but for most games you just get 2. And road games you get none. Home games you get 2. Road games you get none for the players.
Damn,
so dude, you got to think about Colin Saunders from the Chiefs, rookie, was a 3rd rounder, spent $20,000 on tickets to get his family here, because who knows if he's ever going to come back.
Dude, NFL, throw the guy a couple suites maybe, or like a
all the
continental
breakfast.
Jesus. But, I mean, yeah, you have to.
But
right?
you would do the same thing. It's just
I
like,
would,
you got to. What are you going to do?
That's one of those things you don't think about until you get there. But
that
then you don't.
Insecurity is just like everywhere. Is badge, send us a headshot. What, who are you?
For the whole family too. Do they do background checks on the family?
I don't know.
Like, what if you get like 20 tickets and you're like, dude, I swear.
Oh, no. I mean for like the for the parties and all that kind of stuff, for the appearance stuff, it's like, it's hardcore. I was like, for Showtime, I was like, hey, can I get my little man on the field and stuff? They're like, ooh, yeah, security stuff. Like, if you're under a certain age, unless you're participating in the game, Like, blah,
We
blah,
saw
blah.
that alligator tour that he's
Jeez.
got. He looks kind of violent. You know, what's that guy going to chomp on?
Exactly.
You mentioned like guys that this could be their only shot to be here. Does that affect then the prep? Like, how different do you do what you've been doing prior to this moment? Like, can you? It's probably easy to get in your head and go,
Sure.
all right, this game is way bigger than the other ones, so maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should work out extra hard, or I should
Right.
eat more of a meal, or I shouldn't hang out as much. But it's like, well, maybe all that stuff was contributing to the success in the first place. So
I think when talking to other guys, obviously who've played in the game, it's similar to like a bye week situation,
right.
where you have the extra week to prepare, but you really install your game plan that first week, and the second week you're just fine tuning it, kind of thing. But I mean, by the time these guys hit the field, they're going to be so dialed in.
Well, because J-Lo's going to be there.
And Shakira.
Wow, dude. Does she know
Thanks.
you do that impression?
No, but I love saying when people ask you like a time frame, and you're just like, I don't know, dude, like Shakira. And they're like, what does that mean? I was like, whatever, whenever, let's rip.
Oh my
So
God!
it should be a thing, but
It's not a thing.
no, dude, I've been saying it for
What
years.
time is it? Shakira time?
Yeah.
Or just Shakira?
Yeah, when are you available?
That's what the T-shirt should be.
Shakira.
It's her face, like
Yeah.
on a watch, and then on
Like
the
a
back
clock.
it says whenever.
Whatever, whenever, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she says her own name in one of the songs, right?
Shakira, Shakira. Yeah.
And Jason Derulo does that.
He does?
Yeah.
So does DJ Khaled.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
So do the Bare Naked Ladies.
Good call.
Do you get?
It's been.
What's
That's
it?
a pretty good intro.
That was really good. I did not know.
Can we
that you
do the
did all
karaoke? Can we just do karaoke one episode?
I wanna-
just karaoke one
Well, I
episode.
want to do the karaoke party that's here. That's hosted by
Dwayne Wade.
D Wade.
Yeah.
You gonna participate?
Let's do it. I'll do something.
What
if
would you
wanna do
sing? What'd
something.
you go to?
Depends on the crowd.
What?
I feel like, because you can't go in there like Counting Crows, Mr. Jones. If it's
15 people.
if it's like a more
Old white ladies.
R&B crowd,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. What would you come if it's all R&B? Maybe some Casey JoJo, All My Life.
yeah,
Boys to Men, Motown Philly.
ooh, that'd be good. Or maybe just some old school like Sam Cooke.
Wow. So I'm gonna slow it down.
Yeah,
Bohemian Rhapsody has been my go-to, but that's a real.
and it's long.
It's a gamble. You have to commit to like a 15-minute song.
100% commit.
You have
and
to work
then
the stage too.
It's
You
almost
can't
like
just stay
American
put.
Pie. Like that's just like a tough.
The movie?
No, the song.
I was like, you're doing karaoke from the movie American Pie?
Yeah, just
That is
recite all the lines of every person in
I
it.
take out a pie, they kick me off the stage. Mark, the Super Bowl is obviously a place for fun and future karaoke stars to get their name in lights, but it's also a place for us to get a lot of dope interviews,
No
which
doubt.
we got coming up with
Right.
Dev and Jace McCourty, and you know these guys.
Yep, played against both of them.
My first time, and I'm really fired up to chat with them. So
I really want to ask, and I don't know. I mean, I really want their opinion on the Hernandez documentary.
Oh,
I don't know if that's
yeah.
going to hit too hard. We had a little rivalry thing going back and forth.
you did.
I'm curious if it comes up, but
I'm curious if they're going to say the same answer at the same time. You know, that's a twin
like the
thing.
double mint twin, double mint gum.
Every time I see twins, I think of the Double Mint commercial. Is
they
that
should
wrong?
do that. I want to ask them about
That was
their
one of the
commercial.
best commercial campaigns of
Yeah,
all time.
I agree, and I want to ask them about their commercial they did for lotion. It was like for cocoa butter, Palmer's
Yes.
cocoa butter. God, I love that
We'll
lotion.
do it. We'll get into all of it.
And let's smell them to see if they still wear it or they're
Definitely will
phonies.
not do that, but let's talk to Dev and Jason. Guys, welcome back to Fourth and Forever. Adam Ray, Mark Sanchez, Jason and Devin McCourty are here live.
Whoa. McCourty.
That's what I said.
Courtney. Said Courtney.
So I was thinking of my high school girlfriend, Courtney Sherman. I want to give you a quick shout out. Her dad's name was Jason, so having a little PTSD, and we actually broke up in Miami. So
Fourth and
thanks for
Forever.
bringing it up. Guys, welcome back to Fourth and Forever with Devin, Jason McCourty, and Adam Ray, Mark Sanchez. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That
Is
was
it
a hell
cool
of an
to
intro.
be? What's that?
That was a hell of an intro.
I appreciate it, man. I pride myself in my
We have to
intros.
do it 7 times, so this was usually
Yeah,
this was good.
yeah. This is my first time on a microphone and outside, actually. Is it weird to be at a Super Bowl situation not playing?
I'll start. Not at all.
Yeah.
Last year was the first time I've ever played in the Super Bowl. The other 4 times I've been down here is because he's been playing. So the process I went through this year was what I was very much used to.
Right.
Commercial flight down, fans on the plane, come down here, hang out, have a good time, go back on Saturday.
Right. But this is the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we went to, was it 3 or 4 straight Super Bowls? Been
Since 2010.
Yeah, been in 5.
Shots fired.
Been in 5 and 10 years. So, but it's fun, man. We out here with our wives, just hanging out, catching up with teammates, and just having a good time. And we get to be here.
Bring family too? No
kids.
Kiddos?
No kids. No
Back
kids
in
in Miami.
It's kind of like summer camp for athletes, right? Because like there's a lot of people come down for the game that aren't participating. And do you guys go to, I mean, I know you got a bunch of like press interviews and stuff, but do you like to go to the parties and whatnot? Is this kind of like a chill downtime moment for you?
A little bit of both, you know, like you just said, some press stuff, but definitely a little bit of partying. A good amount of our teammates, some live out here. So last night we were just, it's a who's who. Like, we went out to eat at, where did we go to eat? Joe Stone Crab, and then we went to the Prime.
So good.
So it's just like, you're just hanging out.
You hit up 2 great spots.
Yeah, like.
These type of weekends too also are so conducive for like, you know, like the first time you saw like one of your like elementary school teachers at like the mall, and you're like, fuck, they're a real person, you know? It's like you get to see like maybe an athlete or somebody you look up to. You see like Jerry Rice getting fucked up, you're like, god damn, like the stars are just like us. Like this guy's doing body shots off of fucking, you know, trannies, you know. But like what's the has there been an experience where you've met or been with like somebody that you hadn't met before and it was kind of outer body and they were somebody, you know, that you didn't expect to be?
Not this year, but I remember the first time I went to Radio Row. You haven't seen anybody doing body shots off of track? Yeah, we haven't quite
breakfast.
experienced.
What time is it?
I remember the first time I ran into Tiki Barber and then Barry Sanders the same time I was at Radio Row. And I didn't know what Radio Row was, but you go in there and that's all it is. It's like bonkers, all the best athletes playing, former. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn. Tiki Barber, I said, yo, you know, me and my brother looked up to you and Rondé, like y'all were twins in the NFL, so that was a pretty cool moment. For me, it would be the Super Bowl in Arizona that he played in. This was, I think I was 3 or 4 years in, and it was the Saturday before the Super Bowl where they do family pictures, and they did it at the hotel where they were staying, so all the families get there, so we're there, and Tom comes up to me, he was like, hey, what's up, Jason, man, love the way you're playing. I was like, did Tom Brady just come up to me? I was just like, Tom?
Did you jab your brother? Like, you hear that?
I'm like, bro,
likes me more?
Well, Tom, tell Bill. Like,
did he call you Jason or did he say Devin?
He called me Jason. But his first Super Bowl in Indianapolis, picture day, Bill walks up to me and was just like, Dev, why the hell aren't you dressed? Oh, shit. You're Jason.
Dude.
So, yeah.
I like that. Okay, talk to me about the start of this year. The team's been known as an offensive juggernaut. The defense was the story this year. Talk to me about those first few games. Those first 5 games were one of the best in NFL, or a few of the best in NFL history. Then talk a little bit about Stephon Gilmore, his skill set, where you rank him, kind of thing.
Mark, if you could give them 5 more questions before
and
they
then
answer.
The second follow-up to that.
A follow-up to the follow-up.
Man, it was a lot of fun, I think, especially me 10 years in. 2011 had one of the worst defenses in NFL history, like giving up yards and just playing like with Tom. It felt like we played in some games where it was like, man, like if we actually would have did anything, you know, especially in 2017, play Philly in the Super Bowl, Tom 500 yards passing, breaking records, and we're on the other side breaking records for, you know, so
yards given up.
Being a part of that where we was just dominating, not giving up touchdowns. You know, I think it was like maybe 8 points a game we were at one point.
What shifted?
I think we played some better competition, and I think like that's how the league goes. Like even when we were playing that well, we were like, it's not gonna stay like that. Like the reason you're in the NFL is everybody's good. Like we're not gonna keep holding teams to 3 points, 7 points. Like we're gonna play Baltimore's, we're gonna play, you know,
teams that can score,
teams that can score the ball. So we knew that was gonna change, but I think overall we still ended up playing some pretty. Like we took Kansas City. Like we played them. We gave up 3 points in the second half. Played them, gave up 23 points. Like, you walk out of there, like, it's 23 points, but you're like, when you look at who you're playing against, like, that's
a win.
How it's gonna be.
That's a major win.
And to the effect of what you said, Steph, Gilly Locke, he was a huge reason why we were able to do what we were doing on defense. And for me, when I got there last year in 2018 and ended up starting opposite Steph, I was just like, man, like year 10, I'm over 30. I can play with a guy opposite that's going to cover the best player on the team.
Right.
He's not going to let him get a lot of completions, and I just have to go to the other side and cover the other guy. I was just like, oh, this isn't bad.
That's cool.
So Steph's ability
Sign me
to
up.
do that weekend, and which was so amazing to me, is from the outside looking in, Steph is one of the quietest people you'll be around. Like literally, like you'll be having a conversation with him, and at least 5 times you're going to have to say, huh? Because he's going to need to repeat what he just said. But when he gets on the field, literally hates whoever he's going
Really?
against. Like, I don't
that.
care if it was Alshon Jeffrey and it was his college teammate during the game, he hates him.
That's
he
the way
doesn't
we
talk,
are. We
like,
hate each other on set.
Yeah,
And then
it's just all for,
Offset,
all
you're
for
great
show.
friends. Like,
Yeah. Is it how different is the prep when you're facing a quarterback that's going to chuck it all over the field versus someone that with a little bit more of a balanced attack? Do you kind of like have a similar approach, or can you almost feel like you can like take a beat and almost like take the day off if you know that there's not going to be as much coming at you?
It's totally different because, like you just said, in some of those games, in our first 5-6 games, we'd be in the meetings, we'd be like, he's not that good. You know what I mean? You can see it on film. It's just like, if we go out there and do what we're supposed to do, it's just like we're going to have our way. They're going to have to try to run the ball 40 times to beat us. But then when you get ready to play a Pat Mahomes, or like we had to go against Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, it's just like, at some point they're going to make plays and we're just going to have to respond. So that's the tough thing.
How do you even prepare for a guy like Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson, like that is just kind of unpredictable? Like, do you kind of prep as much as you can, and then does your coaches at some point just go and try to do that and try to do that, and then then fuck it.
See
Who
what
the fuck
happens.
knows? Actually, just try your best.
I remember when we played Russ in the 2014 Super Bowl.
Hey, thanks for bringing that up. You want to talk about my parents' divorce next? Jesus
He's a
Christ.
huge Seahawks fan.
Oh,
Please
man.
keep
Oh,
talking.
well, I used to talk shit to Michael Bennett all the time. He talked about how good Seattle was. I was like, I know, bro, but we beat you in the Super Bowl. Like, let's not forget. Literally, he got to the team, and Dev was just like, are you okay? Like, that Super Bowl we won against, like, he would always bring. I'm just like, damn, like, you realize
that
like,
broke the team up.
He lost the Super Bowl. Like,
it
sometimes
did.
you gotta bring people back down to earth.
You
So
have to.
It was fun. But like we played Russ, and we be in practice, and they do the zone read where Russ would keep it, and the linebacker, like, it was Jamie one day in practice, and Jamie came out, and it was practice. And Bill's like, I'm just telling you, that's gonna be Wilson. Like, you better be ready.
I love it.
A minute and a half before halftime, zone read, Russ comes out, hits the hezzy on Jamie, 41 yards down the
What did I
sideline.
say?
And all I could think about was like, I'm just telling you, this is gonna be a hard tackle.
Okay, give me
He
a
does that
Belichick.
lot,
Give me a
yo.
Belichick to Brady. He rips him. I know he rips him.
He
Gets after him.
My rookie year. So the way the meeting room was, the DBs were kind of in the back. So like, you're a rookie, so people probably guess like rookies come in and sit up front, but you sit where your position sits.
Sure.
So I'm in the back, and Bill starts going off. We're talking about fucking leadership, and you. And I'm like, who does you? And he's staring at Tom Brady, and just starts. And I'm like, oh shit, he talks to Tom Brady like that. And I think because of that, everybody's
on
else is
notice.
like,
Falls in
oh,
line.
if you know what I mean. And that's why I give so much respect to Tom, because Tom is always coachable, always ready to learn.
He takes it. He wasn't fighting back.
He's a part of the team.
Yeah.
So Tom doesn't see himself like me and the rest of my teammates like.
And Bill he's not doing a ton of rip. Like, it's just certain days he comes in and it's just
everybody
like,
gets it.
dang. And literally, he will go from offense, defense to special teams and will just single guys out and say
Like-
about plays. He'll remember plays that Dev messed up on his rookie year.
Yeah.
And like the
So if you
moment will
make that
come up.
mistake
the
again
same
8 years
thing.
later, he's like, yo, we're doing the same thing for 8 years. Like,
I gave up a touchdown in Kansas City on a wheel route in cover 2, and I should have been running with Kareem Hunt. And for the rest of that season, all of this year, if there's any kind of wheel route and whatever defense we're in, he'll be like Jay, like, you remember that? I'm just like, I'm not even over there right now. Like, but he does not forget that stuff.
He's talking about plays you made in Madden. You fucking fucked it. You did FB select start. F isn't even an option on the controller. Does he ever have how does Belichick, does he have those sweet moments where he's not just, in coach mode and he's like actually trying to be like, yo, so what do you guys
give you like
doing
a
for
hey,
dinner?
good job?
Thanksgiving, the first year I was there.
You had Thanksgiving with him?
game.
No.
You went to his house?
How many hot tubs does he have?
He went to tell like the team like It's Thanksgiving Day, like, thank you guys. And it was just like
couldn't even
so
say it?
awkward. And it was just like,
giving
all
him
right,
like
fuck, I
doing
said
like
it.
the pre-meal grace speech.
Like, I just want to thank you because I know I could be an asshole. That's his go-to.
Yeah.
I've heard that
Everybody
10 years
laughs.
straight.
He opens
Yeah,
with that,
good
huh?
asshole.
That's his go-to.
Thank you.
When he was trying to
He
give
said
it.
thank you on Thanksgiving. Just thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was fun. You could tell, like, the struggle it was to be able to, like.
I wonder what his
Wait, I'm
thank
so
you
sorry.
card say. Just thank
Thank
you,
you.
Bill.
Wait, so this was his
You're
speech
welcome.
before the game?
Yes,
Or
you're
No,
welcome.
we
before
just
the meal?
This
we
is
just
just
practiced.
Thanksgiving.
No, Thanksgiving Day we practiced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
I
you
thought
go
you were
home
saying
with
this
your-
was his, like, Lord, we want to thank you for the stuffing and the
No.
potatoes and the yams.
we don't
look
hang
good
out.
That's the
and
thing.
thank
We don't
you
hang
for
out with
Brady's
Bill like
eyes
that.
and-
No,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Oh,
How cool is it to, because you guys played high school and college together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 9 years apart.
It was cool. Like you just said, to spend 9 years apart, and then within those 9, he had won multiple Super Bowls. I'd won none. But I'd been a team captain. I'd been successful. I've gotten a big contract. He had did the same. So it was like when we came together, like it appeared that I was just like the slap brother that was just,
Right.
yeah, he was in the
Well,
league, but it
that's
was
kinda
just
what we
like, nah, like I've been doing all right. Like I'm doing pretty good. But so it was fun to come in the meeting room to be like, dang, let me kind of see how he is and to see how the organization viewed him. Because to me, he's just, all right, that's my brother,
Yeah.
Jeff. But like they look at him as him. I get there, I'm just like, him? Like, this the guy?
They're hot
So
on
like,
him, yeah.
I'm calling him out. So we just like, in our meeting room, like we literally have a blast.
Does your game get elevated being around each other? Like, was there something, did you get flashbacks to college and high school and just like,
I think
you know,
so.
wanting to cherish and take advantage of being together at this
Yeah,
time?
I think so. I think because we're both so honest with each other.
Yeah.
So like if one of us messes up on something, like we'll come right to you like, nah, like you stepped wrong. Like this
blew that.
year we playing Kansas City and Kelsey split out and like it was like 3rd and 3 and he was like, slant's coming. Like I know the slant's coming and Kelsey gets me at the line of
catches the slant.
scrimmage. But I get to him, force a fumble, and we get on the sideline so everybody's hyped. He was like, I mean, you knew he was running a slant, bro.
Like, how did you let
Like,
him
just
catch
stay
the ball?
inside. Like,
I
you knew
love
he was running a slant. Like,
It's such a
what
brother
are you
move. I
doing?
love it.
Like,
And I'm sure
but-
that bleeds into the rest of the team because
Yeah.
I would assume it's kind of crucial to be able to have that camaraderie to call somebody out, but that's not every team and every player, right? Some guys don't want that. They they don't want feedback from their teammates. They just want to like know that they fucked up and make the change, right?
For sure. And then because we're two of the oldest guys on the team, when you see that type of, he's been there, he's been a captain 8 out of however many
9
years.
out of 10 years.
My bad.
Ooh.
Damn, dude.
See how they correct each
Yeah,
other?
get it
I love
right.
this.
Yo, don't
I
just-
love this.
Said
So
twin
yeah,
energy.
so you see, I could give a shit how long he's been a captain.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If he messes up, I'm gonna like when I got there last year. I remember when I started, ended up starting like to 2nd or 3rd game. Like if I had a rough play or a rough game, like I'm out. Like I'm now rotating. I'm just like I'm sitting there. I go home. I'm talking to my wife. I'm just like, I mean, we got Dev, Chung, Duran. I was just like, our safeties will have a bad game and doesn't shit happen. I go out there, give up a play. Now I gotta come out. I'm
Yeah,
just
what the
like,
fuck?
and I told the safeties that I'm like, y'all the ones not playing well. The corners are doing good. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, what about the change from corner to safety?
I hated it at first.
Really?
But you know, like you don't have.
Had you ever played safety at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually came up playing. Like I played safety in high school. When I
Okay.
first got to college, played safety. But like when I first got in the league, corner was where the money was at
Yeah,
too.
no
so
doubt.
it was just like then I went to the Pro Bowl my
Just
rookie
ask your
year.
brother.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm like Pro Bowl my rookie year. Like I'm gonna be good. And then you get moved to safety, and it's like, bro, only people that get moved to safety are corners in
Old
like
guys.
year 12. Like you don't just get moved to safety. But when you're on a team and like when I got moved the end of my 2nd year, like we went to the Super Bowl.
Sure.
So it's like, who complains about
Yeah.
Right.
you
Who
know what I
cares?
mean? You're
Doesn't
in
Do
the
you get
Super
any
Bowl, your
say in
second
that
year.
though when that's happening, or
Bro,
is it
they
a part of
don't
the
even-
business?
Tell me how it happened. Just
Bill didn't
explain
even
it.
Answer
come
my
to-
question first. Yeah.
Bill didn't even come tell me.
Yeah.
Like they just come in the meeting room and my corners coach was like, hey, on 3rd down, you're gonna play a little safety. So I was like, oh, all right.
A little bit.
Then year 3 came, 4 games at corner, one bad game against Baltimore, other games playing lights out, and the safety coach was like, hey, you're gonna come in my room today. I was like, oh, like 3rd
a
down?
gradual.
They were like,
I got a great story
nah,
about
like
this.
you gonna just play safety. So like till this day, I've never had a conversation like with Bill, like to move to safety. Like it's never happened.
Just slowly peppered it
Just
in.
like
just
move
yeah.
to safety. And at first I hated it. Then I got used to it. And I've always liked playing safety. And then when I started doing well at it, and then free agency hit, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get paid playing
Yeah,
safety.
yeah, yeah.
Like this wasn't a bad move, so it worked out at the end.
My only thing was when we were in New York, we signed Tebow, and it was, oh no, don't worry, it's not a big deal. Like, okay, I mean it's kind of a big deal, but whatever.
Tim Tebow, right?
Yeah, thanks.
There's a Ron Tebow that works at Walgreens, and he's a good friend of mine.
So
there's not one Tebow.
It started with like, we're just gonna work on a couple plays in training camp that he can go in, probably just like 2-point plays, just in case we need them. Then it's like, so we're gonna put in this whole package. Okay, so he's gonna come in at a couple different points during the game, maybe once during the game, probably twice a half now. And now it's, we're gonna run a whole Wildcat thing. You're gonna come out for a whole drive. I'm like,
oh my God.
Okay, this is happening.
And he's a big deal when he gets there. Like our training camp.
You had him too.
They put his jersey in the pro shop in like May. Bro, in May, and these people came.
He didn't make the team that year, right?
Gator jerseys.
What?
15. No, he didn't. He got cut at the end of training camp, and he's one of the best dudes you could be around.
Best.
Like,
He is, huh?
He went to practice like 45 to an hour before practice would start
To warm up and
would
get
stay
everything.
out there an hour, sign all.
Oh, yeah.
So like you would just be like, damn, this is a great dude. But like they had to make a ton of money in the pro shop off his jersey.
And he was like a no sex till marriage guy, right?
He just got married.
Yeah,
what
he
they
just
say?
got
So he
married.
was just hand job city up until then, huh?
Oh my God.
We're leaving that in.
I can't speak on what his hands.
Well, I can. Tim, I know what you were doing. Now, when you guys are growing up, is it like, I'm always like, I had a sister growing up, always wish I had a brother, and especially for like the athletic part of that. Like, sister was athletic, but we didn't have that, the closeness and the like,
Rivalry.
yeah, the rivalry and just like being able to like at any moment go outside or downstairs and just like battle. And how beneficial is that? And do you look back now to contributing to your success? You know what I'm saying?
We would play one-on-one basketball games and not keep score. And usually the only way the game would end is because we'd start fighting and my mom would get pissed. It was one-on-one basketball and video games. Those are the only things for us growing up where like we'd end up in a fight. Like everything else we'd do together and be able to do it perfectly fine.
That's good.
One-on-one games and video games.
Nice.
What video game?
Always sports. It was either NBA Live.
NBA Live 95 for like Super Nintendo?
Back in the day.
It was basketball or football.
Wait, what? Are we all about the same age?
Yeah,
No.
we're 32.
I'm 37. All right, so NBA Live, Madden probably, right?
Yeah.
Then obviously the Mario and the Sonic
come on,
and
yeah.
all of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog.
Now, what was your move when you got angry? Like the controller, like throw across the room, or just straight up tackle?
Not throw because
But
if it
slam
broke,
on-
mom
but
wasn't
we were
buying
slamming
another
on the
one.
ground,
you're talking-
but-
yeah,
you're-
you can't break it, but like
yeah.
One of
at
us
the
would be like,
couch.
bro, don't
Exactly.
do that, bro. If the controller breaks, we gonna
Yeah, we're
we gonna
done.
have one controller.
Yeah, then you're gonna watch the other person play. Wait, so one-on-one with no score? That's like the ultimate way to compete. Like that.
It'd be like 2-3 hours just going at
You
it.
just keep the score
Just
in your head.
going
Just
at it.
And
like,
did you even know
I
it
beat
that-
you 3 times in a row kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like
Did you even have an innate sense, even as a kid, that like, oh, we're like you could tell when you were getting better because of all the battles you were having? Like once you got to high school, you're like, oh shit, like everything we've done is kind of
I
giving
think
us
so
an
because
edge.
I feel like even like we played some games where like we totally outmatched at the guard position. Like we played against Wayne Ellington and like those guys, and like
shit.
we just competed. And I think it came from that of going at each other. Even though like we could play one-on-one one day where he might score like 8 straight. So now I'm sitting here like, all right, like I gotta foul him some way.
Yeah.
To like
Just
get
to get
him
him off the
pissed.
streak,
So
yeah.
he misses or something. Now I get so like just that mentality you get, I think helps you, like even football, like that competitive nature.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs.
And you probably want to impress each other too, right? One up each other. Would you make little side bets like on the way to the game too? Like, all right, like I bet you I can get more.
We used to keep track
Touchdowns
and
is like
Pop
that,
Warner,
Pop
like
Warner.
on our schedule, it had like
Yeah.
each game how many touchdowns, and literally we would finish the season with the exact same touchdown.
Holy
Like,
shit.
I don't know how, but that like it would just end up to be
I
like,
like that. That's
Yeah.
great. We all watched the documentary. You guys played with Aaron. I know him through when he was coming out in the draft and working out with him. Initial thoughts after the documentary, because I know how I felt. I was completely shocked, but I'm curious. Other people who've been around him quite a bit in the locker room with him.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
And I would say like overall it was just like very sad. Like when everything came out, and like we were talking about it, before we sat down, like you get to know a guy and you're like, man, he's cool. You hang out.
Right.
Like we were drafted together, spent time together, hanging out. Mostly in the facility. Like we didn't hang out. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like we didn't hang out that much outside of football. But then like I watched the documentary and I just hated that they didn't like get anybody that was like with him at Florida, spent
Sure.
a lot of time with him. Once he got to New England, it was like, all right, we got high school, and then it was just like a big gap to just like put
Sure.
stuff together. So like I wasn't a fan of the documentary really. But I would say overall, just I know these things will keep coming out because when you're around him, like for one, he was really the best tight end I've ever seen play.
Unbelievable.
He would be Brandon Marshall, like when Marshall was in Miami, and we would have to play them. He would line up and come on the scout team.
On the scout team.
And I have to guard him outside at receiver, and he'd be pulling me. Like we'd be almost fighting out there because he would come out there. There's no refs, so he's out here cheating, pulling me.
Yeah.
So like we would go at it, and just the downfall and how tragic everything was. It really sucked.
Yeah, I would agree. Just obviously, he knew him a lot better. I just got a chance to compete against him. But like you said, watching the documentary and even like the team, like Lee Bottom was on there. Lee Bottom's awesome, but like Lee wasn't close with him, so he had no idea kind of the extracurricular activities that he was involved. And then the Callahan guy that was on there, he never even played with Hernandez. So I understood the perspectives they were trying to give, but you can't sit there and I can't interview another quarterback who played in the league and say, all right, I'm going to interview this quarterback to maybe think what Mark Sanchez might have been thinking when he was on the Jets, because this guy played for the Jets 20 years before he did. Like, no, two totally different people. You don't really know what his mindset was. So I felt like those were some of the missing pieces. But like he said, overall, just is very tragic.
My experience with him coming out in the draft, he's one of the funniest, like happiest. All he wanted to do was get people to laugh, and he worked his ass off, man. So when all that happened, just the initial arrest, I was like,
can't be.
This can't be real. And then all this information comes out. You're like, wow, oh my God!
Crazy.
Like had two things going on at one time. It just blew my mind.
He would be in the facility. Sometimes he would start working out until like 5:30, and be in the weight room until 7 p.m. Like,
damn,
he loved football, but like Mark just said, had two things going on.
Can you work out that long?
Yeah,
I mean,
like
clearly you can, but like what sort of? That's like a
a lot of it, a lot of talking while you're working out. When you're in there for a long time.
Okay, so like 45 minutes between reps.
Yeah,
you're having a good time.
Check that gram.
Exactly.
Well, on a lighter note, what are you watching that's not murder doc related? Like, what are your shows? Like off season. Also, I'm curious about in-game season, like because traveling. Like, do you load stuff up on the iPad or the computer? Like, what do you guys jam on?
We watch a lot of shows. I got tired of Power. The last season wasn't as great. Million Little Things. This Is Us.
Oh, nice.
Those are family shows.
I didn't get into the U on Netflix. I wasn't a big fan.
Really?
But Peaky Blinders on
Peaky
Netflix.
Blinders. That was good.
Was awesome. What's the one with my guy Jason Bateman?
Ozark.
Yeah. Awesome. So I don't really watch movies, but TV shows, like I'm always down.
What about game shows? A little Family Feud?
Yeah, who doesn't like Steve
Harvey?
Dude, Harvey.
Yeah.
Dude, he's just all stash, man. It's just like
all stash.
potato salad. I mean, like he's just got it. Would you guys ever go on like a game show or anything like that?
For sure.
Yeah.
Mark could put
You
it
probably
in the
got the
mix.
hookup, man. Get us on the game show, bro.
He'll probably get you on Let's Make a Deal. I know Wayne Brady.
Okay.
You got to dress up like something. What would you dress up as if you got to go to a taping?
I'll dress up as Dev.
I'll dress up as Jay. There
Brilliant, guys. Brilliant.
Get us
I gotta
on.
say, my first experience of both of you guys was the lotion commercial, where you catch them out of the sky.
yeah.
My first experience with Sanchez was our rookie year. Jets was our third game of the season. We had two corners go down.
Tennessee.
I get in as a rookie. And
I even rushed for a touchdown.
He throws a 9 ball on me. My first play, I gave up a fade on the sideline.
We
He
said
threw the ball
new
at me.
corner, test him out.
Shit.
That's
9
dude.
ball.
That's funny. They said he's a little rookie like you.
It might have been Koch.
They said he's a little rookie like you.
Then I end up cramping.
I'm like, was that like a compliment? Or are you like trying to pump me up or put me down? I'm uncomfortable. What are we doing?
My first experience with him.
That's amazing.
Okay, so I have an apology to give as a competitor.
What'd
You
you do?
guys know we're winning. We score a touchdown. I throw a ball to LT in the flat in the 2010 divisional game at New England. The last time they were knocked out of the playoffs. So
Got him.
just keep. And Santonio Holmes started doing the jet thing,
Yeah.
and so I did it. And here comes Dev, and I kind of, like,
No
while
way.
he's walking by,
On
and
purpose?
I knew he was
Yeah.
going to be there, and just kind of left it out there, and he kind of walked into it. And
Yeah,
I kinda
yeah.
didn't move.
Yeah.
I kind of should have felt it coming because.
But you couldn't duck.
Yeah,
like, if you would have ducked, I would have probably said something
and
like,
I would have
"Oh."
jumped out of the way, like. And it was one of those like once it hit me, then you try to like lately like knock
Like
his
he
hand
like
down.
knocked my
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
Yeah.
But But
Get off me. Yeah.
3 weeks before that, Santonio Holmes was talking trash about me. Like, they put the rookie on me, and Mark throws a 9 route to Braylon Edwards down the sideline. I pick it. I'm on the sideline. I get all the way to midfield with my jet. Like, I'm hitting the jet.
Oh,
It was
my God.
So, like,
This was after a Monday night beatdown.
Yeah, it was a real
We lost,
rivalry.
like 43.
Yeah, it was 43-3.
43-3. We buried the ball. It was like So when we went back up there, it was like, I'd rather die than lose this game.
Well, I'm
and
happy you
if
won.
we win, because I'm trying to talk shit. Like we're doing it.
Yeah, how
this
much
game. So-
do moments like that like add the extra oomph and drive to like beat your opponent? Like
Definitely.
Yeah.
like him hitting you in the back like that, we just like fuck this.
Dude, I don't know if we beat you guys after that.
Yeah, right.
After that divisional game, I don't think we beat you guys.
When I
And
got
then
to the team,
for me, like as a rookie, when Santonio Holmes, like I guess they asked him about me, but you don't see that. You just see like someone said, like if they put this rookie on me, I'm like,
Yeah, so
I'm
you
like,
all right, let's
all
go.
right, yeah, like it's like anybody, man.
when
Yeah.
I got to the team, you saw the hate there is for the Jets.
Right.
Like those two organizations hate each other.
It starts with ownership, though. It's Bill and like that's all. Like before us as players even get involved, there's hatred already there.
They don't like each other.
How often is Kraft coming down to the field? All the time?
He's
in the meeting rooms a lot.
all the time.
For real?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's in the meeting
Did he
rooms.
chime in?
The other teams I've been on, I've never seen that. Nah, but just
Yeah,
he
Woody
wants to
wasn't
see his
around like
investors.
that.
Chills
Like,
and hangs out.
He'll be in a squad meeting.
Come in
Just-
the locker room,
Yep.
hang out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, RKK is one of the guys.
Just
man.
shoots the shit or what?
Yeah.
He'll be in there working out.
He seems like the type of rich billionaire that's always like eating like a little handful of nuts. Like he's just like, it's good to see you guys.
No, he's
Don't
not
get these
that.
guys in trouble,
Yo,
man.
he's not that at all.
That's a
no.
compliment,
RKK 's
dude.
gonna
Brad
be-
Pitt and Ocean's
He's
11 was
honestly the
always
type
eating
that'll
something.
be like, hey, if you're in New York, hit me up. Like, we'll go
That's
grab
what he
drinks.
says?
He'll
That's
walk
cool.
around
Like,
with
that's how
like
he is.
name brands that you know, like hoodie on, some jeans.
I mean,
he
the
always
guy
got
was
Air
Air
Force
Force
Ones.
Ones.
He's got like a
He
Supreme
has his
hoodie.
own Air Force One.
It'd be cool if he just had like a crazy assortment of brands. Like he couldn't decide, so he had like Keds, but then like a Gucci fanny pack and like a fucking Jamba Juice hoodie, you know. And he's just like, dude, I'm all about that money, you know. Well, that's cool, man. Well, this was a real treat having
Yeah, we
you guys
appreciate
on.
you guys. Thank you.
Enjoy your weekend here at the Bowl.
And check
Yeah.
out double coverage.
Yep.
Check out double coverage.
Yeah, our podcast, double coverage with the McCourty twins. So,
Fuck yeah. Episodes drop when?
We do it all throughout the season, so we'll
Okay,
probably
cool.
do a few in the off season. But since we've been on the same team the last 2 seasons, we've just been doing episodes.
Makes it a lot easier. Do you have a favorite guest you've had on? Episode for people to go check out?
Yeah, other than Mark, it's probably Vince
Oh,
Wilfork.
shit, what-
Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, it was awesome.
wow.
I tried to block him rookie year.
Good luck.
Rookie year, I tried to block him on a reverse. I pitched it, boom, we reverse it, and I turned around to peel back and block. Dude, I ran into him and like got a stinger.
I know
just
him.
like, oh my
As
god.
soon as he saw you, he probably forgot about the play. He's
Dude,
like, I'm just running at
as
this
soon
dude.
as it was over, he said, "That's a bad career move, little fella." I was like, "Yes, sir."
Devin J, thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.
Check out double coverage, and if you ever get a chance to play Madden with these guys, bring an extra controller. 'Cause they're gonna break that shit. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys,
thank you,
man.
Man.
Wow, dude. 4 eps in the can. Bam. They said it couldn't be done. Well, my mom said it couldn't be done. She was like, "You need to sleep more. There's no way this show will keep going." Mark who? McGrath?
she said that?
No, Mom. Sanchez.
Your
I
mom
like
said
McGrath.
that?
Yeah.
I don't say mama jokes, but I'm about to.
Do it.
I'm
Oh,
just
dude,
kidding.
that's how my comedy career started. Was getting a Snaps book and
Are you serious?
going to recess, and because people would tease me for being fat, and they would tease me with, by the way, the classic slams of like, you know, your blood type's ragu, or like, you know,
Your belt size equator.
My favorite though was one of my buddies named AG. He goes, "Your mama's so fat, she sat on a quarter and squeezed a booger out of George Washington's nose." I'll never forget that shit, dude. I should put that in my act, actually.
You
But
won't? You're scared?
But I got a Snaps book and I memorized a bunch of shit and then went to recess, and when kids started throwing shade, I just fucking threw it right back, dude. But then I got real specific too, where it was like, "Your mama's so fat, she just recently went to the doctor and he said her cholesterol is dangerously high. So if she doesn't make some diet changes, she's gonna fucking pass away or get her foot amputated on. And then you'll have just a dad." So today's episode was phenomenal, and that's 4 in the can. And we now are going into the off season, Mark.
Dude, we're going to do some different stuff.
We're going to mix it up, but in a good way, man. We're going on location. We're going to hit the draft. We got some other pending places right now. We're just also going to get people that that we just couldn't get to in the season, which I
Right.
think is going to be amazing.
A
Like
lot of guys come back to Cali to train, so we'll see a lot of
Oh.
current players and guys getting ready for the most
getting
important
ready for the draft.
combine,
Yes.
draft, all that kind of stuff. When their nerves are high, You're gonna put him at ease, Adam. I know it.
I think I'm.
You're gonna be the comedic relief we need.
I think we need that. I think the world needs that. I think you could tell from the Deshaun Watson interview, he was nervous as fuck. He's a big fan. He said he saw me on YouTube once, and then he
said
realized
that
it was
to
a
me,
different white
actually.
Jewish guy. Yeah.
Said that to me.
yeah.
Hey,
But,
dude, I saw you on YouTube. What?
He's like, hey, yeah, I think
No,
I saw you
actually,
on Venmo.
Adam.
Yeah. But there are also a lot of like great actors and comics that we're
Yeah.
gonna get on.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Swartzen, Caliendo.
And we got to get you on the field, on the court. Just you've been talking
Dude,
to
we
this
gotta
athlete
get me.
game.
I want to go to the combine so bad and participate. If we can set that up.
Oh man.
Also,
the way we
Pete
gotta
Carroll,
do it.
if you are watching, and we know you
God.
are, yo, dude, can we come to your place? Let's meet at Chipotle. I'll buy half. Because I know you got some cash, but that's an interview that I want to happen. But this is,
know
again,
you
one of the benefits of having this time now. We're going to get some special people coming in for Fourth and Forever off-season edition. So
I'm excited for it. It's gonna be
I'm
good.
excited too,
It'll be
dude.
fun.
Maybe a push-up contest somewhere in there.
Whoa.
many
Let's
do you
let your chest hair grow back first.
Too soon,
roasted.
dude. By the way, it is not growing back, so I am concerned.